Hi Libra, and welcome to your weekly tarot with Celtic Gaia Tarot, and I hope you're well. This is your tarot reading from the 27th of August to the 3rd of September, and the week after Jupiter enters Libra. So you've got a massive year ahead with Jupiter in Libra. So, what have we got for the week? Your overriding guidance card is a leg up, which generally represents receiving help from someone or someone giving help to, receiving help from someone or you helping someone else. The root of the matter is the Six of Discs, which is the same energy. So, guess Libra, if you're in need of help, there seems to be you're reaching out to someone who's going to give you help. It's traditionally money, but not always. Sometimes it could be consulting. It could be you consulting a tarot reader or an astrologer or a counsellor. So it could be money because you've got a leg up, really, basically, or it could be you having a bit more and able to help someone else. So everyone's situation is going to be a bit different, really. So let's take a look at your cards. You start the week with the Magician coupled with the Seven of Discs. And the Seven of Discs represents waiting. I think these two together mean that you're waiting for something to manifest, Libra. You've done all the work, you're focused, you've done it, you've put intent to it, all the work's been done. But there's a waiting. This character in this card isn't unhappy. He's looking smiling at the work he's done. It's almost as a confidence that he knows that it's all going to take shape and everything he's worked for is going to manifest. And I've got a feeling, Libra, I'm not completely sure if you feel like that, to tell you the truth. I think you're a mixed bag. You've got 2 5s in your reading, and the 5s are always change. But that change it's generally change that's created through friction and through stress, basically. But let's carry on. So, yeah, the Magician is even, that's about period of waiting. That's what I see, anyhow. And move on to the Star. And again, the Star is about faith. It's about that sense of wishing on a star, but faith that things are going to work out. Again, that's paired with the Five of Wands. So there's almost the sense, Libra, that you've got a bit of conflict here. There's a part of you that feels that, and a part of you that's still not completely sure that everything, whatever life circumstance you're in, there's just so many possibilities, you're not completely sure deep within your being that it is going to work out. So you're in conflict between faith and a bit anxiety, and it's almost you're torn in different directions. Libra, that's what I'm picking up here. But again, your additional guidance card is a leg up. And the root of the matter is the Six of Discs. And the crowning card is the Temperance, which is working towards emotional balance. The head and the heart being in alignment with each other. Which actually makes a bit more sense now, doesn't it, with the Star and the Five of Wands, which is saying there's not a complete alignment here. But the crowning card is Temperance, which means you have to work towards that, Libra. That is almost your challenge with the looks of stuff. We move on to the Fool, paired with the Three of Wands. And the Fool is the beginning of a cycle. The Fool is a free spirit. He travels without baggage. He moves out into the world absolute full of faith and trust. And that dog can represent the fear. So it's almost as his fears are barking at him. Don't do that, don't do that. But the Fool is not listening to his fears. So for these this part of the week, Libra, you seem to have overcame your sense of fear. At the root of this card is paired with the Three of Wands, and this is a feeling of different readers see this card differently. Some say it's his ship's going out, and some say they're coming in. I would say a bit of both. I think you've got a few ships coming in, and you're receiving some help here. And there's a sense of a few haven't quite come in yet, because you're moving on, and when you move on to the Seven of Wands and the Five of Discs. So that, in that Five of Discs is saying to me that you have received help. Both cards are saying it really clearly. And you came back to a state of peace within you, of your head and your heart being in just in alignment with each other. You're no longer in the conflict that you were here, but it's a feeling of a bit of help, but maybe a feeling, Libra, of either not having enough or your self-esteem is wounded, because it's not always easy to have to reach out for help. You know, it's not good on the sense of personal value, it's not good in your sense of self-esteem. I love this card, but I find the pictures really, really hard. It's just not easy, Libra, to need that help. But the fives are always change, and in this card, the figures are emotion. They're not sitting down absolutely, you know, they're not sitting down in misery, they're not sitting down in chaos, they're moving forward. They might be moving forward not feeling that great about themselves, but you know what? Who knows what lies just beyond this card? You know, and the Five of Pentacles there's all that light shining. They're just not seeing it, which means there's help for you. Again, we're back to this help here. And this is not always financial. Sometimes it's feeling a bit out in the cold emotionally. I remember in your September readings, Libra, you entered September not in the best note. It moved on pretty radically though, completely transformed towards the end of the month. But you know, it could be just not feeling very good about yourself, just feeling unloved, unwanted. It's paired with the Seven of Wands. That Seven of Wands is try to put boundaries down, you know, trying to stick up for what you value and what you believe in, you know, and yeah. Whatever situation you find yourself in, Libra, look to the September readings, because life transforming, and that's backed up by having Jupiter into Libra in 2 weeks' time. So let me just summarise really quickly, because there's quite a lot going on here. The root of the matter is you've got support coming, or you're giving support to someone. So it could just be what, you know, it could either be everyone's going to be different. The top of the card is Temperance. It's trying to bring yourself back into a state of harmony, which means that you've been out of sync, Libra, really. You've been a bit in conflict with yourself, and that's sort of quite mirrored. And the Magician and the Star are so beautiful, positive cards, and the Fool. You've got loads of beautiful cards. There's just the conflict I seem to sense is you're being asked to be patient, to wait. And there's that sense of, because you've been asked to wait, there's that inner tension and that inner stress, and it is very stressful when you're waiting on something, because it brings up all that doubt. Is it going to happen? Anxiety and fear. But then you move on to the Fool, and then if, you know, dropping that baggage, not listening to your fears, almost trusting. Some of my ships are coming in, and some are going out, and hopefully they'll come back in time. And even though you're leaving the week in the Five of Discs, I know from your September reading, Libra, that your reading was black and white, I almost wanted to divide it between this is the beginning, but don't give up, because look at the end. And my advice is to look at those readings again and just think, no, this is okay. And be true to yourself, Libra, because these cards are all pointing to you being true to yourself. And if you can reach out for help, if it's not financial, be emotional, someone to talk to release that stress of the Five of Wands. But remember, the fives are always change, and you're ending in a 5. After the 5s come the peace and the reconciliation of the 6. And we don't get there without the 5. And at the root of the matter, you've got that reconciliation and peace. So there's a sense of things brought back to balance in both your root and your crowning card. So that, you know, leaving the weekend at the 5 of Discs, I wouldn't wait and see what it represents. It might just be that sort of, what do they call it, an emotional hangover? I'm not quite too sure. We'll know more next week. And please look at my September readings so you can get loads of hope for the month. And yes, so if you want to be in with a chance of winning a private reading with me, please like, share, subscribe, whatever you can do. I'm going to pick 3 people to a private reading. I combine mostly the tarot, but I look at the birth chart too, which helps me to build a picture of recurring themes and patterns and transits you're experiencing at the moment. Okay, Libra, I wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing what's in store for you next week and where the 5s leading to, because the 5s are always leading to reconciliation. Okay, bye, Libra.